If you are just starting to invest in the stock market, or you've been investing in stocks for the last 2, 3 years, and you are feeling right now uncertain, unsafe, stressed out on what to do with your stocks because maybe your portfolio right now is negative and you don't know what's the next step to take. In this video, I'm going to be revealing the 5 stocks that are going to be extremely profitable that I will see a potential 30% profit in the next 3 months at least. And as investors, we normally cannot guarantee results because we simply don't know in when it's going to achieve those type of returns. However, as a technical analyst specialist, having a CFA and been investing for 4 years in the stock market, I've seen 3 different stock market crashes. I've seen the COVID crash, I've seen the Russian Ukraine war crash, and I'm starting to see now a major correction happening. So I've been through a lot of the crashes, and they're all pretty much the same thing. And I help my clients with 200 women inside Luna. We go through every single week all the type of stocks to avoid and the stocks to look at and keep on your watch list that can give you a double-digit return on a monthly basis. So this is literally what I eat, breathe, and sleep every single day. And if you don't believe me with these 5 stocks that I'm about to share with you, I'm going to show you and put you where my money is. Put my money where my mouth is. Because I just invested in the last 3 days $30,000 into my portfolio. And these 5 stocks that I put all my money on, I'm going to share it with you completely for free. So as you can see in my stock portfolio here, roughly, you can just see just roughly all the stocks that I'm currently investing. I have like quite a few holdings. As you can see, all of them right now are in green. Okay, like if you even see here, you have 13%, 9%, 8%, 7.6%. And this is all in the last 3 days because I liquidated all the stocks that I've been holding for the last year. I sold them before the stock market correction. How do I know this? It's not that I am some magical witch, like I can tell the future and I have a crystal ball in front of me. I just know technical analysis. I know how to read charts. Like I've been studying this and I know exactly when to sell. So if you're someone new and you're being really lost because you think you can just follow Reddit, Instagram, you can follow something on the news and just follow what people are recommending you're going to lose money because you need to study how to read the charts to know when is the right time, when the market is being oversold or overbought. This is how you succeed in the stock market. It's a mixture of understanding finances, of what companies are doing really well financially, understanding the charts, when to buy and when to sell due to the demand of people buying and selling. And third, it's market psychology. You need to be able to manage your emotions, right? So without further ado, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 of the high profit aggressive growth stocks that I see will have a potential 30% return in the next 3 months. And if you stick around at the end of the video, I will be revealing 4 bonuses of stocks that have a potential of 100% return. So to start off with, we have Coinbase. Coinbase, for those of you who don't know, is an exchange where you can buy crypto. Okay, fair enough. I think all of you guys know what crypto is, what Coinbase is, right? So what you need to know is not that this is a stock to buy, but you actually need to just know when is the right time to enter and where you should put your stop loss in case the stock continues to go down. So let's get started with Coinbase by seeing this chart here. So I have a chart of like a year chart of Coinbase. We can see here that Coinbase had that huge run in October. They went from 185 all the way up to $330. Then only recently we can see that the stock has dropped over 50% in stock price. And for those of you who are usually scared when stocks go down, I want you to think like when you go shopping and let's say you've been eyeing on this beautiful bag. Let's say it's a Chanel bag. Usually Chanel doesn't go on discount, but let's say in this example, that Chanel says for the next week, we are going 50% sale. What would you do? You would obviously buy it, right? Because this doesn't normally happen. And this is the same with so many of these companies that are really, really strong companies. Like Coinbase is a market leader when it comes to crypto exchanges. It's a great company, yet they dropped 50%. Why? Because Trump, with Trump imposing all these tariffs and there's a lot of just uncertainty, people just tend to overreact and people sell. All right. So it's perfectly more normal. Once in a blue moon, once every year or 2 years, stocks can go down in the short term. And this is always an opportunity to buy. And I can't emphasize this enough. Like, if you don't buy these stocks in the next week or so, you are too late. Like, you need to get on this right now, in the next few weeks, because literally if you wait another 2 3 months, all these stocks that are so easy to just buy, you're going to miss out on like 30 40% returns. Imagine you invest just $10,000, you'd easily just make $3,000 $4,000 in profit. Why would you not do it if it's guaranteed, like if there's such a good chance of it going up, especially with these companies, their businesses are really good. So yeah, what I would do in this situation is, as you can see, it's dropped quite a lot, right? And it's kind of hovering right now at around $190. And that is actually one of our support level, because here, when the stock has dropped here, we can see that it dropped at this price at 185 before it started really shooting up to the all-time high of 330. So what I predict as a technical analyst specialist is that it's waiting, like literally for the right moment to start shooting up again. As we can see, Bitcoin just today and yesterday, like the last 3 days, Bitcoin has gone up 10%. So Coinbase is obviously going to follow its movement. This is just common sense. So I have no surprise that with Coinbase, we can potentially see a 170% upside. Meaning, if you buy it right now at this price, you can aim to hold it until it reaches its all-time high. And if you just do the math, you get 170% return. Meaning, if you invest, let's say $10,000, you are going to have $17,000 in your account. So, you know what I mean? Like, don't sleep on it. Anyways, so moving on to the next stock, we have TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor. This is a AI semiconductor stock that a lot of people are sleeping on. Everyone's talking about NVIDIA, but they don't actually talk about the semiconductor stock that is literally has almost the same quality semiconductors used to use the microchips to operate AI. Like, if you need to ask yourself, like, if you don't know what to invest in when it comes to AI, you have to find the source. You have to invest in companies that build microchips, like these type of chips that run the computers that can operate such power for AI. So TSM is a Taiwan company, and they're one of the market leaders, although unfortunately not a lot of people talk about it, but actually it's quite cheap compared to Nvidia. And when I mean cheap, I don't mean that it's like $1. It's $145 per share, but for the value, for the type of profit that they're making, they're extremely undervalued. They're like 2 times cheaper than Nvidia. So let me quickly search this stock up for you. So TSM, when it's loading. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, TSM as well, I mean, all of these stocks I'm going to be showing, we can see that there has been a major drop. So it went from $220 just a month ago. It has dropped to all-time low of 169. Now we can start to see, let me move this and move this, that we're starting to see that the stock now is starting to go up. So we do start seeing a reversal in the stock. So it is a very good time to start buying. As you can see, look, so it's been kind of struggling to like get past 177. And just today it's gone over the resistance. So it's starting to go up. And we can even see on the 3 month chart that um, the RSI is now positive. So it's continuing to go up. And we can already start seeing a very clear reversal that the stock is moving up towards its all time high again. So currently it's at 182. We can assume that it can very likely go back to its all time high at $225. That gives us a 23% upside. But I have no doubt that this stock is going to hit 250 or even $300 in the near future, in let's say a year time. So I would hold this as a long-term stock. Then we have Tesla. So Tesla is the same. It has really dropped a lot in the last month. It went all the way up to $476 all-time high. And just because of the whole Trump situation, the stock is at a discount once again. And I really believe that it's probably going to reach the all-time high again. So right now it's at $272 and the all-time high is 476. So we can see potentially a 75% upside for it. So that's that. Then we have last two stocks I do want to talk about is Broadcom and Micron Technology. These two, as you can probably assume, I am very bullish, very optimistic when it comes to AI semiconductor stocks. Broadcom is another competitor of NVIDIA. And actually, if you look at all the ETFs out there, when it comes to following AI stocks, they actually put most of their money on Broadcom, not NVIDIA. So that's actually something very interesting to see. And you can see here that the support we also have has dropped a lot. It's at $180 and the all-time high is at $240. So we can also see a 30% upside here. Then finally, this is something that's really, really interesting, right? So Micron Technology is something that also a lot of people are sleeping on. It's another semiconductor AI stock. And they have a support level at $88. And their all-time high just 6 months ago was $152. So we can also see a 72% upside with this stock. I want to talk a little bit about the technicals for this. For those of you who have never done reading charts, I'm just going to walk through it with you like in simple layman terms so that you can understand kind of how to navigate this. So essentially you can see, right, like big red candles, there's a lot of selling pressure, stock went down. And what I like to look at with the technical indicators is the RSI and the MACD. Okay, this chart here is the MACD and this is the RSI. What you need to know is when the RSI is under 30, that's when it's RSI represents relative strength index. When RSI goes below 30, it's way too oversold. So you can imagine people are panicking, they're selling all their shares, everyone's selling, everyone's selling, and at one point it gets too cheap. So the RSI reflects that. And we can see that the RSI at one point went all the way down to like 25. And that's what we see here, right? That's what we see here. Like all this sell off, it went down to 94. And now we're starting to see that it's slightly starting to grow now, just this week. So I believe also, as we can see, like this company grow from $86. Oops, actually, I'm not zoomed out enough. Actually, let me go back to the 1 year chart. Hold on. There we go. My bad, guys. Okay, so what we were seeing in the last few months was it was constantly bouncing between 112 to $85. Now we're at 96. So at least in the short term, it's going to go back up to like 110. But we could also, once it really goes over $110, if it goes above that, we can definitely see a higher upside for the stock to go to 127 and if not 152. Now, I do want to put a disclaimer for all these five stocks, okay? The disclaimer is if you're seeing this video 1 week after it's published, things are going to change already. Like, as you know, the stock market, the prices are always changing every single day. You literally, all the stocks that I'm saying now is based on real time information. It's based on today, which is the 24th of March. So if you buy it 1 week after, the prices might be too expensive, might not be a good opportunity to buy it. That's why I'm saying you have to act now. You have to do it now. Because if you wait, you're missing out already on all the potential gains that you can make. And this is what I want to kind of share with you in the last part. I'm going to be revealing four bonus stocks that have more than 100% upside. We have a stock that can even go up to 240% in the next few months. And I really would not want to see you miss it. I will be revealing these four bonus stocks in the next 24 hours if you book a free strategy call with me and my team. The link is in the description below. And in this free strategy call is for the girls that are either you've never invested before, you don't have any finance background, but you've been really wanting to learn how to invest, or you've been investing before, you bought a few Apple shares or Microsoft shares, and you really want to take your investing to the next level. Okay, so our what we do inside Luna in our investing program is whether you're a complete beginner or you've been investing a little bit in the past, we help you combine all the financial analysis, all the technical analysis, so everything that you've been seeing, how we're analyzing the charts, we go times 10 in depth, in detail on where and when to buy these stocks that can give you a double-digit monthly return. We also see with our clients that so many girls who have just started 2 months ago, who have never ever touched the stock market, see a double digit every single month. They're making 20, 30, 40% per month. And this is because they've followed the Luna Abundance Method blueprint, which in the program you can learn in 6 months how to do. So if this is something that you're curious about, you can book a free strategy call in the next 24 hours, and my team will be revealing to you these four stocks that you can just take. You go on this call, you can see what we do, and we want to see how we can help you. And if it's the case, we can help you join Luna and take your investing to the next level. And if not, there's no stress. You can take these four stocks with you and invest on your own.